Cyber communication, progress or problem? Last year my quiz bowl team went to the semifinals. We were up against one of the best teams in the state and we were sure we were going to lose. But surprisingly, it was a close match the whole time. It came down to the lightning round in the end, and guess what our topic was? Instant messaging and text messaging abbreviations. My first thought was, yes, we are going to win. The round had abbreviations from LOL to NIMBY. I'm sure you all know what LOL means, but NIMBY, I've never even heard of that before. It means not in my backyard, which I thought was very strange. Statistics from optimist.org show that 99% of teens have access to the internet. But do these teens know the risks and dangers of social networking or other forms of cyber communication? Excuse me. Casey Woody, a fellow Arkansan, was only 13 years old. She was instant messaging this really cool guy from California who she thought was 17. She thought she had a lot in common with this boy too. She was so interested in this boy and she gave him some personal information. Sadly, this boy turned out to be a 47-year-old male and an internet predator. Casey Woody was abducted from her home and murdered. 94% of students have been cyberbullied and did not tell an adult. I've heard of many cyberbullying cases at my school, and I've had friends who've been both the victims and the bullies. There are always bad outcomes of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is a very serious matter and should not be tolerated. This is sad, but I'd say about 95% of the kids in my grade have a social networking account, whether it's a Facebook, a MySpace, a Twitter, etc. Nowadays, there's internet on cell phones. That means kids can be on their favorite social networking site 24/7. That is not good. I'm sure English teachers across the nation are going crazy because they are having kids wanting to say things and write things in text lingo. And I have to admit, I'm one of those students. Nowadays, people are just way too addicted to cyber communication. There are so many advantages to cyber communication that I don't even think I could list them all. If you were like me, you have family members located all across the country. I never get to see my family in Kansas, but whenever I got my social networking account, I get to keep in touch with them and I know how they're doing. They also know how I'm doing. My mom has reconnected with many of her high school friends and college friends. I've stayed in touch with friends that I've met from summer camp and friends that even moved away. Tweet used to be a noise that birds make, but now it has a totally different meaning. Businesses across America can send mass updates via the social networking site Twitter. This is helping employees keep up with work and many other things that they can do at work. There are so many advantages to cyber communication, and cyber communication is also a much faster way of communicating. Cyber communication has its good points and its bad points. Sometimes, if you're not careful, it could be dangerous. But if you make sure you post the right things, it can be a great form of communication. So, in conclusion, cyber communication is both a problem and a progress. Thank you.